No one gets knocked out for good, though. All the 3 teams that aren't the teams going through today will get another chance tomorrow in some shape or form. So we will see at least every team at least twice. They've got 2 chances here to kind of make it through. And I think, yeah, a lot of people are going to be very excited to see how this one pans out, as both of these teams have proven themselves. Vega, obviously the team that's been around for the longest, they've been kind of up and down. They did have a bit of a dip recently in a lot of tournaments. They've been a little bit underperforming, getting beaten by teams that, you know, a lot of people would have expected them to kind of roll over. So they'll obviously be looking to this qualifiers to really prove that Vega are back. And Spirit, and a bit more of a, well, much more new lineup in terms of the collection of players on it. But they've shown a lot of hope, and they've shown a lot of interesting stuff as well. I think both of these teams have shown that they've got a lot of different ways that they like to play the game, which is always fun to watch.
Vega, I think, maybe are a little bit more versatile than Spirit. It seems like a lot of the games that I see Godblack draft, he always wants to have the death ball potential, like no matter what. Even in the games if he was picking clowny stuff like Treant and Abba, where he just was like choke point jungling in the offlane, they still had death balls, like every game. So this lineup is not really an exception to that. Dragon Knight, Gyrocopter, Chen, like those heroes are all great in the 5v5 and just being able to push. So Vega, they have to know that. I'm sure they've done their research. They have a team that can, like we talked about, control the early game. Nice little tango there by Solo. It's the sentry. But, or no, actually that was Iceberg who ate the sentry. That's a dire sentry. So, off to a little bit of a benefit, I guess, there from Team Spirit. But this game is going to be all about like the first 15 minutes.
Oh yeah.
If Vega can't get anything going, then they're going to have to wait a super long time for the Furion and the Ember to come online. And I think by that point, Team Spirit would be able to push quite easily.
Yeah, I mean, talking about the Ember, it's a bit like Vega. You know, a few months ago, it was the hot stuff. Literally, everyone was going for Ember. Then it fell off. MV, you know, back at the major, he showed us you can do a lot with this hero. But kind of after the major, less and less teams seem to be picking it. I mean, why do you feel it's kind of fallen out of favor, and why would Vega want to bring it back in this game? I mean, it's still obviously one of the higher tier carries, but not in the sense of some of the other heroes. It feels like we're just seeing a lot more diversity in the position 1s nowadays.
I think it has a lot to do with Ember's actual timing. Like, as a carry, or a position 1, this hero can fight a lot earlier than a lot of other heroes. Like, you know, you think to, like, Juggernaut, for example. He's really good at fighting early because of Spin and Omni. Ember is very similar, because his spells all do a good amount of damage, he has good mobility once he hits 6, he can contribute quite early, but there's this weird gap, like 25 to 30 minutes, where he doesn't really have a lot of physical damage, and he doesn't really have a lot of magical damage anymore either, to where he kind of has to farm an item or two, you know? And then you have to have something else in your lineup to supplement that, or you have to be like snowballing really hard to make that timing not so harsh on him. Yeah. And I think that's a lot of the reason why, because nowadays we're back to almost death ball strats, or a lot of heavy split pushing, which those timings are all around that point where Ember has that awkward weak phase. So for now, Vega just want to have that early game potential. I would imagine them actually trying to fight quite early here.
Yeah, I mean, I guess this also talking about the Ember's lane, not too much of an issue for the Centaur in the sense that he is just looking for levels, but I don't know, the fact that we're 2 minutes and he's not quite found level 2 and he hasn't found himself a single CS or a deny, he is having a much tougher time on this off lane opposed to Mag on the Nature's Prophet. But I guess that's expected with these heroes.
Yeah, more or less. Like, a Centaur can't really do much to stop what's happening.
Oh.
Especially with these supports.
Is he? Look at this. Is he just gonna
oh my.
wait until he gets low health and then go for the finish? Oh no.
Oh, what?
Oh, that's shard? What? I mean, they should still get it with the Maledict. Oh, the Fairy Fire! No, is that going to save him? Level 1 Maledict's a bit shit in the south. It's going to go through it.
Oh god, those shards were not the dream.
Oh.
He went for like the perceptive play where he thought he would just try to walk forward, but he just turned around instead, so unfortunate. That should have been first blood.
Oh man. Yeah, that was unfortunate for Vega there. They nearly had it and everything, the Invis rune on the Tusk. It was all set up for them. But yeah, Centaur level 1. He can walk it off even when he's initiated on at half health by 2 heroes. He's fine. And he says, screw you guys, back to jungling.
Actually, that's a good point. Why didn't he get Iron Talon? Like,
what,
if he knows that he's gonna, if he knows he's gonna be in this position, I'm pretty sure Godblack's yelling at him right now. He's like, get an Iron Talon. It's OP. Because he did that every single game where he played any kind of melee support hero. Like, he takes so much damage in his jungle that it's not even worth it, even with the South. Yeah, no kidding. Like, no one is almost level 5.
He's getting some map hack going, soon this jungling is not going to... That's a second South as well. I mean, he's trying his best. I guess he just realizes that he was finding nothing in lane.
Or wait, is he going Talon or is he buying Tranks? It's actually no, because you would
Probably
say
the
for
Tranks
boots.
point it.
If you were gonna buy
you think
Tranquils, though, I think
okay.
you would say for boots, right?
Actually, that's a good point, yeah, rather than getting the unless you were expecting to go back into lane, you know, having that extra armor against the right click of the Witch Doctor.
But Ember is mostly magic damage. You don't really have
That's
to worry
true,
about that.
yeah. That's
If
not
you
really
get
gonna help you
caught
out
with a
there.
ring of protection against that much magic, you're still dead.
Yeah.
I don't know, we'll see.
And here we go. Oh, Hellbear's all there, a bit tougher.
Yeah, this is this is not the dream. This
The
is like
choke
the
point
worst two
jungling,
camps.
though, he's doing it.
Yeah, but this is like the worst two camps you can get. Like Centaur has really high effective HP, and Ursa's both hit very hard, so it's kind of crappy for him. Hey, got the Talon. There we go.
I do like this as well. This is standard Pasha. The fact that he's not going for any of that, you know, fancy, oh, look at me, I'm EE, I'm going to buy boots to travel first time. He gets treads. This man's ready to fight.
Yeah, I think he always does this, actually. He was one of the few Ember players who never really went for the bots that often, at least from what I remember. But it's nice because you can go, like, Treads Bottle, or you can go, like, Treads Aquila Wand, and then just go fight, because you have decent amount of stats. You don't have to worry about getting, like, insta-bursted or anything. And again, this just is more synergy towards what their lineup is meant to do, which I feel can fight at any stage, really.
Alright, we have got the level 6 now on the Zeus, so... Zeus Sultan is available. Afterlife is coming back into lane only on 300 HP, so he wants to be a little bit careful here. In case he gets bursted down. There's a bit of a rotation top. Mr. Go Black
Look at
here
Mag,
with the
dude.
army.
He knows. He
does.
fucking knows. This is why Mag is OP, man.
Game
He's level
awareness.
5 already.
Yeah, he's been doing great on this offlane. He's found the levels. He's found a bit of CS. In terms of the farm, there hasn't really been able to do much to slow down Ramses, and Ramses is top of the board here on this gyro. 43 for 6, 39 for 19 on Pasha. So both position ones doing very well, but it looks like Team Spirit with the edge here. So they'll look to just give up on the kill, and they'll look to take the tier 1. So a bit more money into the bank here at Team Spirit as they start to get a bit of momentum going.
Yeah, the tower kill is going to be nice for them, but the fact that they haven't... Okay, they want to fight.
They want to fight. Ramses wants to fight. He drops the call and he moves in, but there's your rotation from Pasha turning in. They'll take the kill on Jaro. They've only lost the Tuster. Favorable fight already. The trap, they've got it. A second kill here for Vega. Now they'll try and move forward for more Pasha. Little low mana though, so it looks like Go Black will get away. But that's what we're talking about. The Ember Spirit being active, getting there, in on the tower, and Dragon Knight, he wants to do this. I mean, he's got a DD, but I don't know what the plan was here.
One more hit, maybe he would have killed him.
I was going to say, nearly got Pasha. But I don't know if that was worth it from the DK. That was a little bit YOLO. And now Go Black. He's fine. He's good.
He's got that tango, man.
He's out. He's gonzo. But 3-1, so... And, sorry, who got the first blood? I think it was...
Ramsey's got it.
Ramsey, so Team Spirit did get the first blood, but I don't know if that was worth it one time.
He killed the Tusk. I think no one didn't have any mana, because he was sitting in base. I didn't actually get a chance to click on him, but I think what happened was the Zeus ulti was up, but there was no mana for it, so instead of the Tusk living, he ends up dying. Because otherwise, that would have just been a 3 for 0.
Yeah.
Because Ramses was just like in the middle of 3 heroes with Call Down and Flak Rock Barrage. And they died pretty much at the same time, so you have to imagine if Zeus ulti goes off there, the Tusk doesn't die. But still, really good for Vega. Like, getting that early, like, level 6 and the Nature's Prophet, it's 7 minutes in! He's got phase, 700 gold, and he's level 6. Like, this is gonna hurt Spirit so bad in terms of what they want to do during the mid-game.
Oh, it really is. It really is having this Nature's Prophet presence. It's gonna be able to pop in. Yeah, they got to be careful not to do that again. I mean, we talked about the fact that Team Spirit were going to be doing this, you know, kind of grouping up, ready to take the towers nice and early on, but when you're trading it for that amount of kills going the way of the other side, it's not going to be favourable. Pasha, what kind of build does he go for after the Trez? Does he go for that drums on the Ember Spirit, do you expect?
I'm kind of wondering that myself, actually. I mean, the safest route is just to go for Battle Fury, I think. Because you can still fight with Battle Fury on Ember, due to the fact that a lot of the damage on Spirit is magic, and they don't have really any catch for him yet until people start getting blinks. So you can play it a bit greedy, I feel. But if you want to just make sure that you're going to be okay in the fights, you could go back for some kind of stat build like you mentioned with drums. It's just like up to his judgment. Does he feel like he can play it greedy, go for the safe play, getting the Battle Fury for the Chen creeps and being able to just deep push all the time? Or does he just want to try to steamroll their advantage during mid game?
Yeah, they've certainly got to consider those options. Mid lane, Zeus just trying to continue to pick up the farm. There's still a fair bit on DK, just a mild CS advantage here for no one. And Mag, he's got the Bassi. I mean, what's the build nowadays for the offlane Nature's Prophet? I know we've got...
It looks like he's going drums.
Yeah, I mean, or just a casual bracer.
Nah, I think he buys drums.
He goes full out drums.
Yeah, because the drums phase allows you to chase pretty easily, and Sprout has a pretty decent cast range actually. So you can use it to catch people out. There are a few people with quelling blades, at least on Team Spirit right now, but it is just added utility. And I mean, he's being left completely alone right now. The movement so far from Team Spirit, they haven't really been able to pressure anything other than the offlane tier 1. And I know it's only 9 minutes in, but it has to be at least a little bit worrisome that the first real engagement went so lopsided for Vega. And this lineup of Team Spirit, they're going to be experience starved. That's what 5-man lineups kind of suffer from, because you're grouping up so much that you don't really get the kind of experience that a Nature's Prophet team will, or any hero with like global presence. So I think they need to try to get it together a bit and try to make something happen soon. Because they have Chen ulti too, right? So that can offset the Zeus.
Yeah. I mean, at the moment, Vega are looking for something themselves. They, you know, as you said, Team Spirit needs to be careful of what they're looking for. Vega, they just want to try and go. There was a smoke up there from the two of them, two supports, but they weren't able to find anything mid. I mean, as you said, yeah, that level 6 on Chen going to be very nice for Team Spirit, trying to turn it around. I mean, what's the heal at level 1? It's 200 heal, it's what, 225 magical damage on the Zeus, so yeah, as you said, it pretty much straight up gets rid of that issue.
Yeah, I think Zeus ulti does like 187 damage after magic reduction, so Chen actually out-heals it completely.
Yeah.
And then he'll probably be going mech, I would imagine. I don't think anyone else on his team is going to be able to buy it. And like Afterlife, he's recovered a bit in experience, but he is so far away from Blink. Like it's 10 minutes in, he's got like 160 gold.
He's been trapped. He's going to drop the cooldown here, but Solo's got a haste rune. S4, he's going to be loving some of this in chat with the right clicks. And look, it's literally S4 and Bulldog joining forces to get the kill. Brilliant stuff there. Fantastic scanner.
Wait, no! Oh my god.
Oh, just like Alliance, it was bitch it in the end.
He thought that the last auto attack was going to go through. Jesus.
Anyway, yeah, so they didn't get it. Yeah, these Maledicts. And he's even put a second point in it as well. Solo, he's going to feel a bit cheated with that skill point.
He wishes he was 203 right now instead of 302. Unfortunate. I mean, did they have Zeus ulti for that? Did they pop it? I think they did, right?
Zeus ult, yeah, that Zeus ult was already down for the what?
Oh, it was down. He didn't.
Yeah, he didn't have it. He didn't have it. No.
Okay. I just couldn't remember, but at least he gets away. That would have been a really nice pick for Vega, though, had they gotten that, because the Gyro is one of the highest priority heroes to take down in this lineup. You kill the Gyro, you kill the DK. That's like the dream. And the nice thing is, Vega actually have the heroes to do it, because you don't have to worry about like the mass armor of DK until he gets BKB, which is still quite a ways away. It's Vega looking for a fight here.
Oh, hello, goodbye, Centaur.
That sucks. Dude, his blink is going to be so late.
I think everything's going to be quite late this game. Actually, no, he's finding it. He has managed to catch up regarding the bad start that he did have.
He's got experience. Like he's level 8, which is fine.
He's level 8.
But he doesn't have any money.
Oh, mid lane. They want to fight. They want to go. In they go. The jump. The Thunder God's Wrath. Oh, 3 dead already. The Centaur included, but 2 for that initial burst, and Solo with a double kill.
The damage was insane there. That was only 1 remnant too, that's the crazy part. Like he threw 1 remnant in, the Nature's Wrath, and the Zeus ulti came in at the same time, and then they just exploded. That was even with Chen heal. Jesus.
Well, that was... I mean, you gotta be scared when you're losing fights like that.
I mean, who needs to pick Spectre when you can just kill the enemy team?
It's literally just feeling like that the skills just don't check out if the side of Team Spirit Vegas at this point, just overrunning them. And yeah, drums. Oh, it's the double drum build. Oh, yes.
Nice.
I like this.
Well, this is just an ode to what their game plan is, you know? They don't want to farm, they want to fight.
Get the double drums.
I like it. Bongos all day. I pretty much never think that item is bad unless you're buying it like 50 minutes in. Then it's probably bad. But for the cost, it's still extremely efficient for what it offers. And honestly, at this point, Team Spirit has got to kind of be wondering what their next step is, because they can't really go for anything like Roche. It takes them forever to kill it. The Gyrocopter has decent farm, but I think he needs BKB before they really want to start taking engagements now. But are Vega going to give him the kind of breathing room to recuperate? My instinct is no, but we will see.
We've got Blink Dagger now on the DK, so maybe something here to help Team Spirit find these fights. They're looking for Solo. Now that, yeah, TP the hell out of there, my friend.
He's fine.
He knows.
Not even worried.
He was ready, to say the least. But yeah, as you said, he was not scared one bit.
I don't blame him. He's 2 kills right now, 0 deaths. I mean, actually, only 1 person has died, and that was Shioma in the top fight. But yeah, Team Spirit are kind of trying to find their bearing here. I like the blink choice, actually. Gives them some pick that they didn't have.
Oh yeah, and there we go, yeah. Using the blink to jump straight in onto Zeus, looking for the burst, and they will get it, but here's the counter initiation straight through with a Fiend Script from the low ground onto Pasha. The cooldown from Ramses, he's moving in as well. They'll try and catch out the Ember Spirit, and he's out of mana, out of luck, they'll get the kill. With the cast for the high ground, the Death Ward as well. They're looking at it go, but the stun, Dragon's Tail from the low point. Iceberg will cancel the ult from Witch Doctor, and Ramses trying to look for move forward for more. Mag TP's out, he says solo, you're on their own. Seema though with the shards, this time blocking back the Gyrocopter. Iceberg with the blink, he's got the stun again, looking for the vision on Solo. Will he be able to find it? Yes, he will. Fairy Fire's come out. Will it be enough to save Solo? Penitence has been tested. Faith has been whatever the fuck Jen does. And that is another man down. Team Spirit now with the favourable fight, making Vega run back to base. They'll get the tower. They'll get the push on.
That was like the best possible reveal of a Blink Dagger. Like, you can't ask for more than that. Granted, I think the Centaur would have been able to get in a position regardless to be able to stun there. But that team fight, like the Centaur living through it, that puts them almost halfway towards the Blink Dagger, they get to tier 1.
Oh yeah.
They probably still can't kill Roshan, because they just kill it so damn slow. But they needed that fight big time. That it's kind of like a breath of fresh air for them. Now they can kind of say, okay, well, our Gyro's getting really close to BKB. Once he has that, it's going to be a while before Vega have the damage to really kill him. They don't have too many like hard lockdowns, so they have Witch Doctor Cask, they have like Walrus Punch and Snowball. That's not going to hold Ramses down long enough before he can like get his BKB off, right? So killing him is actually going to start becoming an issue. And this is that weird timing that I was talking about with Ember, where it's getting towards mid game. Look at this gank though. Oh god.
Oh, rest in peace, Iceberg. Rest in pepperonis. He tried for a TP there. No, he didn't. I don't know what I saw there. I swear it looked like a TP animation.
I think he wanted, and then just
exploded. Just the one. Yeah, I literally exploded. That was that.
Yeah, but the Ember timing is going to be a little bit weird now. He can still deal a lot of damage to everyone else, but they're going to have a little bit of a hard time killing the Gyro once BKB is out, and Vega realized that. That's why they just like smoked right away to say, okay, well, we got to keep applying some pressure. We can't just let Team Spirit take like a 3-man fight and then get a tier 1 with no rebuttal at all. So they get the safe lane, and Solo with another haste stream. And he's just going to be annoying to the Chen creeps. God, that's got to suck so bad, actually. This is why I don't play Chen, man.
Does someone cast Chronosphere? Yeah, so I bet Solar loves it as well. I bet it's one of those satisfying things to play the Witch Doctor in this position.
It's like hitting a big echo, you know? You get a Witch Doctor cast, bounces on like 4 heroes, you're like, oh yeah, the dream. Alright, so what's the blink looking like here? Yeah, so Centaur is farming really fast now. It's up to 1800. Once a blink comes out, BKB comes out, the timings are going to be relatively similar. So that means that they're going to have 10-second BKB with double blink initiation. That's a really strong timing for Team Spirit. They could even probably go for Roche with those items, just because fighting around the pit with the DK, the AoE stomp from the Centaur and Gyrocopter is really good spot for them. So they could maybe like bait Vega into an engagement around the pit once they get those items.
Mag. He's going for that Axe.
Yeah, this is the build, dude.
Yeah, the Maghanim Scepter.
I like it. I'm a fan.
Good.
I think this is like not the only build, but it's probably the most stable build right now. In terms of you get a lot of tankiness, you can push the wave out non-stop, where Team Spirit, they got some pretty decent deep push actually, but they're the kind of team that doesn't want to have to shove lanes all the time. They really want to be the ones applying the pressure. So this build is definitely good for this style of game.
We've got Etherlands now on Zeus, BKB done on the Gyro, and someone else picked up an item that the game thought was relevant enough to throw on the side, and it was the Chen with his mech. So we're going to see the next fight change up a little bit. I mean, do you still feel that there's a clear, stronger side when it comes to these fights? And there we go.
What an ult.
Yeah. What an ult.
Now they just ping Roche, like, alright, let's go. Nah, it's okay though. I think that Team Spirit had this in mind all along. They just wanted to go for Roshan. Like, it makes sense with their lineup to do it at this time, because you're saying, basically, come fight us, because we have our strongest item timing that we're going to have for a good while. We got Mech, BKB, Double Blink, and Vega just want no part of it. They probably have a good idea of them being in the Roshan pit, like they're even pinging it out. So, even with that knowledge, it's very hard to justify walking into this. And there we go, they scout it, but they're like, yep, we can't do anything about it, so we're just gonna push out the waves. Team Spirit get the Roche for free. Really nice movement from them.
Yeah, easy Roche here for the boys.
It could have been a lot worse though. Like if no one didn't pop an ulti there, and somebody like ended up getting picked, or like 1 or 2 heroes get picked, they could have lost heroes and lost Roshan. So I still think the ulti was good, but at the end it didn't really deter Team Spirit from their ultimate goal.
I mean, Pasha as well at this point. Battle Fury closing in on it.
Yeah.
In terms of if this one does go late, I mean, they have got the gyro. I mean, the two lineups, I guess with the fact that they've got a Fury in as well, you would favour Vega the later this goes, wouldn't you? It depends. I mean, I guess if Team Spirit just group up and go, and Vega don't have the strength to pull them apart, then maybe as a 5-on-5, you then say Team Spirit.
They're going for the lane game, right? Like,
yeah.
Nature's Prophet Aghanims doesn't kill the towers very fast, but he keeps the lanes pushed. That's really the goal. So I think with that item, and the 5v5, Team Spirit would probably be stronger if the Furion doesn't transition into some like style of right-click or like control like Hex or something. But he's probably just gonna go like Aghanims Refresher, Aghanims Octarine or something like that. Which means that Vega don't really want to fight after a certain point. Because that build just doesn't do anything in the 5v5. Like, you can deal a little bit of damage with the ulti itself, but outside of that, you offer pretty much jack. Like, you got nothing. So, in that sense, you're relying on the Zeus and the Ember Spirit to do most of your heavy lifting when it comes to damage. And Ember can do that, but he needs a lot more items than he has now, if he wants to get to that point.
Radiant's middle tower.
Yeah,
like, he doesn't even have that first Battle Fury done yet, and they're going to be pushing up mid.
It is going to be the surprise Battle Fury, though. He's hiding it all in his stats at this point. So,
well,
when it suddenly comes out, BAM!
I mean, one Battle Fury's not that scary. Like Dragon Knight.
Well, you say that, but look at this army. I mean, there's about a bazillion units to cleaver.
Nah, it's fine, dude. They got mech and Shen heal. You need, like, Battle Fury or 2, and then, like, a Daedalus on top of it for it to start to become worrisome, I think, for Team Spirit. This is that timing, though, where Ember is kind of like... He's not bad, but he's just not that strong either. No, he really knows that he doesn't want to fight. That's why he's just farming non-stop. Like earlier, earlier they were like fighting a lot because it's like, okay, I got max Flame Guard, I got max Searing Chains, some fire remnant damage, let's go. Then as soon as some core items come up on Team Spirit, it's like, whoa, okay, wait a minute. I can't actually YOLO anymore. I need to actually get damage items. And here come Team Spirit, just wrecking ball, just pushing all the buildings.
Especially with that Alpha Wolf for helping to this push, Team Spirit gonna make short work of the tower. Meanwhile, Vega, they're looking towards tier 1 mid. Now, members of Team Spirit in the neighborhood, but it doesn't look like they'll have the full power to hold them back. So Vega should be able to claim this one. Are they going to be able to make a jump before they go? You've got the Centaur closing in. Ramses was smoked up. Vega play it safe, keep to the edge, and also get a bit of pressure on the tier 2 on the top as well. So
it's a good trade.
Like they'll get out, yeah.
If you can go 1-for-1 on towers right now, as Vega, I think you're happy. Because your team does not kill buildings nearly as fast as Team Spirit right now, if they're like grouped up as 5. And let's see, Mag, he's got the Aghanims done. That's going to be very, very helpful. This is where he can start to kind of push the waves back and make sure that like Team Spirit can't ever feel fully comfortable just committing to a 5-man. This is the type of hero where if all 3 lanes are pushed at the same time, and you have a Furion on your team, the Furion's doing something wrong. Like, there should always be at least one lane threatening like a tier 2, or maybe even threatening base if that tower is not alive anymore. So Mag is going to be very, very important for the next 10 minutes or so. And probably longer than that, actually. And this is a hard push to stop. This is 10-second BKB Aegis Gyro.
Yeah, I was because this is a good, it's a time for Team Spirit to try to like see if they can get away with this.
He's getting wrecked. Yeah. That cask, man, Jesus. Stunned him for like 10 seconds because of the wolf that was by him.
He does need to be careful when he goes in on the front line.
Oh, they don't have Urn either. Oh, that's really bad. So the thing is, they have the Zeus spam with Ether Lens, which is very long range. And they also have like Sleight of Fist maxed out, so they can spam for a pretty long period of time. And I think not having an Urn or some way to heal back up is a little bit of a mistake from Team Spirit. I thought maybe like the Bane or somebody would buy it. Just because like when you're fighting early, you get a couple of charges, you can use that to go high ground, because now they have to back. They don't want to just pop a BKB for you know, pop a BKB for an Aegis charge and just keep it safe, because then they definitely can't push. So buying a little bit of time here, Vega. Very good stuff.
Let's see what Vega can find with this smoke. Coming out of the base, making a beeline here for the dire jungle at the moment. It is just a DK there, and DK, he doesn't have a TP. He has got that blink though, and it looks like already making the safer move, just backing off, realizing they're all off the map, and yeah, I mean, at this point, it's the smart move. 4 heroes. I think they just got vision of Mag at this point, so they know that something's up, and no one's going to get caught out here by
showing
Vega.
Mag is going to bait Iceberg so hard. Oh god, they see him with the ward. They came out of smoke though, so I guess I don't want to go for it. That was a nice play from Vega, actually. Like, showing 1 or 2 heroes is always good when you're smoking. That way it's not, like, mega obvious. Because none of the lanes are really pushed out that far either way. And that Nature's Prophet ulti is actually going to tell them that there's a ward there. Just depends on if they de-ward the right spot. Godlike doesn't have sentries right now either way. Yeah, this game's getting kind of tense though, because I think that Vega keep having to dodge, and they're just going to try to spam out the waves as hard as they can. Wait for their Ember to get strong enough to actually engage the 5v5. Because I think there will be a point where the Ember will just wreck the Chen creeps, and then it's going to be very difficult for Team Spirit to breach the high ground.
Yeah, for me it certainly feels like this Ember is, it's going to be very hard for Team Spirit to break high ground, unless they can catch out the Ember Spirit. I guess they do have a significant amount of catch with the 2 blinks.
Yeah.
With the Bane as well, obviously able to move in and close the gap. Looks like he is going to be building into that. Well, I imagine it is going to be the Glimmer Cape, but I mean, Ether Lens Bane wouldn't be awful as well, would it?
It's actually not bad. His cast animations are notoriously slow, so having Ether Lens just means that there's more leeway for you to get your spells off. Any Bane player will complain about, like, Nightmare or Fiend's Grip, like, casting time. It's just awful. So having the range is actually pretty decent, but I think it's more likely Glimmer, just because of the magic damage that Vega have right now. You can like Glimmer your DK, Zeus, you can blink in, or you can Glimmer the Centaur or whatever, you know, whoever they're going on. And Godlike's actually more than halfway to Aghanims now too. So they're going to be getting...
Oh, he is. He is very, very close. Yeah, just 1500 on it. Yeah, that's certainly going to be something. And Pasha now moving out with the Crystallis on top of the Battle Fury. They have actually caught out Bane, and Bane gone.
God.
Did come out with a little bit of a dewarding mission, but pays with his life.
Yeah. I'm curious, actually, the way that Vega are playing this. It seems like Mag is holding onto his ulti quite a bit. I don't have much experience playing the Aghanims build, so I was wondering if it was worth it to hold it over just spamming it non-stop. Because if you hold it for a kill, and you get a kill, then it's good. But if you're holding onto it and the waves get pushed in, because you're not being liberal enough with the ultimate itself, it feels like a little bit of a waste. But I suppose I'll have to keep an eye on him for a bit longer to see how much he's using it.
Yeah. I mean, I guess at this point of the game, you look at the drafts and maybe Vega aren't that much in a hurry to push, so having the lanes constantly pushed out would be a bit of a hindrance if they want to kind of farm safely on their side of the map.
I mean, I think that having the lanes pushed makes you safer.
Okay.
Because if you have the lanes pushed, any movement from the enemy team becomes more obvious because you just have vision of the lanes in a capacity that's closer to their base. So if they smoke, for example, and a lane is pushed to your tier 3, it's like, okay, well, we can't see anything because the waves at our tier 3, and we have no idea where they are because our waves aren't pushed. You know, the lack of information is what makes it scary. So I think that there's always a reason to be using the ulti to push in that sense. But again, it just depends on what their game plan is. Like, did they think that Team Spirit are going to be going for, like, non-stop fights? They did get dewarded, so they don't have much vision, and there we go.
Yeah, I was going to say, the vision here from the side of Team Spirit is a lot better than that of Vegas. They've got some really good deep wards at the moment. Now it's starting to expire, but it did give the room here, as we saw DK actually very aggressively farming in the Radiant jungle. He's got that Hyperstone now on top of the BKB. So both teams just making... progressing in terms of the item builds, and I'll be honest, we're 28 minutes in, it's 8 for 4. I would have expected a lot more action from these two sides, but it looks like they both had a plan set. It didn't really go as expected, so now they're just kind of turning it down, deciding what the next move is going to be, getting those items online. Ember now with the Blink Dagger, so the split pushing potential is going to be there, just that little bit better. It's going to be a little bit harder for the side to catch him out, but neither team is really looking to fully commit yet on another objective.
I think this still benefits Vega more than it benefits Team Spirit, though. I mean, it's not to say that Gyro and DK are bad heroes late game, It's just more, are they ever going to find the opportunity to get the fight? You know, like, at some point, Mag, he's going to make his way towards his next item. He's sitting on 3,300 gold right now. If he goes Octarine, he starts spamming waves really hard. They have an Ember with Blink. It's very hard to catch those heroes.
Oh, Solo.
Yeah.
He, again,
look at him.
Off he goes! He goes so deep, and he knows
nice
he can.
Disables
well, I
forehead.
say he knows he can. He's got to be careful of the Blink DK and the Blink Centaur, but I guess DK was revealed mid.
Yeah.
Centaur as well, potentially another lane, so he knows what he's doing. Solo knows how far out he can push the boat and still get home.
That is space. He's actually so good. Like, watching him play, it's pretty nuts. Especially, like, as a port, getting away with that kind of stuff is not something that you often see. And Team Spirit are actually, they were the #1 in the standings in their group, actually, throughout the entirety of the qualifiers so far, so there is definitely something to be said for that too. But I really do think that Team Spirit, they likely they're just waiting for the next Roche. It's gonna be up like super soon, and they can maybe try to bait Vega into another fight or try to breach high ground one more time. But I think if they fail like a high ground push, it's gonna get really kind of sketchy for them during the mid-late game. Like, this Furion is getting closer and closer to Octarine. He's got the Soul Booster now in his inventory. The laning game is going to become so annoying for them.
Yeah, I mean, as you said, one thing that is going to help with that high ground push is going to be this AC, which is closing in on being done. He still needs the money here for the plate mail and the chain mail, but he is getting there, Iceberg. That and the potential Aegis once again, as Roshan is back up. You know, we'll see which side goes for that. Out of the two teams, I guess you would favour Spirit's ability to take the Roshan.
Yeah, they can kill it a lot easier than Vega. Like, Vega would do it safely because they have trees,
yes,
but their damage is pretty poop against the boss. But yeah, Team Spirit is gonna take it here. I don't think that Vega have any intention of contesting this, and rightfully so. I don't think they want to take a 5v5 yet. I mean,
still
Ramsey's
with the DD.
getting super farmed.
On Iceberg. I mean, yeah, both of these cores are. I mean, yeah, so AC's done, so he must have already had bits of the armor on the courier. Yeah. So he's picked the full lot up.
This is another really strong timing as well. Like, full AC, having MKB, like, this is another really good point where Team Spirit can just say, alright, look, we're gonna go for it now. Like, we have every item that we need. We have even Aghanims on the Chen.
This is go time, surely. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so as well. They might go for a smoke. They have one on the Bane. And the smoke will probably just end up in them either pushing the bottom lane, because it's the easier lane to push, or they will just go for mid. But I'm kind of leaning more towards bottom, just because it's like free gold that they could claim. Knowing that Team Spirit has Aegis just makes Vega not want to do anything. They're just like, we'll just keep farming. But Ramses is top right now, so maybe they're looking to just wait a little bit longer, or at least find an opportunity to get a pick off before they push, because that way Mag's not just being annoying in lane pushing everything.
I mean, yeah, maybe they just feel, unlike as we reckon, that there's not that much pressure for them to make a move at this point, and they do have a bit of leeway.
They're farming very well. That's the one thing.
I mean, they are like farming them by quite a bit, yeah.
Like a 4,000 or 5,000 gold lead. It's like a 1 item difference really on one hero, which is still like pretty substantial at this stage in the game, especially when the person who has all the net is gyro.
They are going to go in on Bane. Thunder goes rapid to check out the situation. There's just 2 of them, but the Fiends go straight onto Shoma. Yeah.
That was so nice. He not only stopped the snowball, but the Zeus ulti too. Like, he took no damage, and then he just walks away, and another haste rune. This time going to be favoring the side of Team Spirit on the DK. But in the meantime, Mag, he's top. He's like, yo, don't forget about me, the Tree Master. But I think that Team Spirit will feel fairly comfortable in trading this. They're going to kill the tower much faster, and the tier 2, even though it's a little bit lower on their side, they can take solace in the fact that they have to be in base now pretty much, except for the Prophet. And he's going to get the courier too. Nice snipe from Mag. That ward in the jungle spotted it running back to base, and he just gets a kill on it. Good stuff.
More big iron pickups here for both sides. So you've got the Octarine now done on Nature's Prophet. There was also the Aghanims now finished by the Witch Doctor.
There's no buybacks, by the way, on Vega. 0 buybacks.
Okay, and this, jumping straight onto no one. BKB pop eyes, but the snowball save here, and the death ward is beautiful. The Aghanim's death ward solo, looking at it go from a mile off. That's going to be the Aegis pop, but they will lose Shoma the Slayer here. Only one, now two casualties. It's going to be Chen falling on the side. Mag trapping up Ramses, Passion moving forward. The slide, the cleave damage. They've got to get themselves out. They use the Stampede to escape. They've already lost two. They might use more. The Remnant, the Sleight of Fist, two more, double kill for Mag. Vega clear them out of the base. And some brilliant play there from the team. A great duration on the death ward and a great save start. That Tusk snowball as well.
Look at how much damage the Witch Doctor did. He did almost as much as the Ember. Jesus, that was so good. The snowball was really sick too, like you mentioned. That was just like the perfect defense. And we talked about it during the draft. There's just not that many ways to stop the Witch Doctor ulti. Like if you double blink and you jump on somebody to try to kill them with the Centaur and the DK, that means the only person left who can reliably stop that is the Bane. Well, Bane's cast range isn't great, and you also have to find the freaking Witch Doctor in the first place. I think he was standing like off to the side. But man, that was such a nice fight from Vega. I was like kind of scared for them because I had no buybacks. Because like if they lose the team fight there, the game is just over.
Absolutely huge fight for Vega, and now they'll look for a push themselves. They did lose the tier 3 on the bottom lane, but they'll take a tier 3 back themselves. They put the Thunder God's Wrath and the Natures to just force back the side of Team Spirit. And well, nice dodge. Tier 3 will fall, and looks like they'll leave it at that here, respecting the fact that Jara is going to be back up. Vega happy with that counter push, get themselves out of there. And the game does continue, but 12 for 6.
That was a
5
huge
minutes
swing.
in. This is, yeah, let's have a look at the graph. Yeah, it's kicked in. So from about 7.5k back to 0. Obviously not in terms of normal games, it's not the hugest, but in terms of this game, where as it goes on, it's been very slow. That kind of swing to suddenly happen in that short of amount of time is, as you said, pretty huge for Vega.
It's also because of their team composition. Like what their team can do with the gold, it's more than just a one-dimensional fighting composition. It can split push, it can, rat obviously with Mag, and then it can also fight on top of that. Whereas Team Spirit, they have pretty much zero ratting or split pushing potential at all. They only really have one way they need to play the game right now, which is just try to push to end. Or go for like a smoke gank and try to pick somebody off. But both of those styles of play are very easy to deal with what Vega have in like the mid late game, which we keep going back to, which is just the fact that Mag has these items up. And after that fight, he just fought Octarine before the push.
He did,
that
yeah,
Team
before
Spirit.
that fight.
And now he has like almost 4,000 gold.
It's impressive. I think there's been some performances from some of these players that are very impressive. The fact that Mag, he hasn't died, but that's not to say he's been avoiding the fights. I mean, he has been involved in 11 of the 12 kills, but somehow, he's just playing on the edge, playing it very carefully, and Spirit haven't been able to take him down.
I think it just goes back to how good of a laning phase he actually had too.
Yeah.
Like he was level 6 at 6 minutes. That is insane, especially considering he was up against a Chen Bane. If he gets caught by anything in that lane, he is dead. Like if he gets nightmared, he's dead. If he gets hit by like a Centaur Stomp, he's dead. Like there's just so many ways for him to die, and he didn't give away a single kill, even when they were going for the smoke wraparound on the tower. And speaking of smoke,
and here's your smoke, straight in, jumping onto Go Black, disappears
later.
from the game. 50 seconds down here for the Chen, and rip to the creeps as well. No mercy here from Vega. They'll pop the drums as they pound away at the dinosaurs.
yeah, Vega definitely came to play today. This is a very solid performance from them in this game 1.
There we go. Push. They should be able to have a really good shot at taking the rack. So there's a Satanic done on Jaro. I mean, Jaro and DK still very scary. Aren't they scary enough? They'll get the change the Maledict down. Just run out the shards. Vega contemplating whether to go fully in. They'll probably, I guess they're waiting for the next creep wave here, and then we'll see if they really try and force the issue and go for this fight. But looks like they won't. Zeus TP's out. Yeah, Tusk as well. So still not fully confident with going head to head with the big boys of Spirit here on the high ground.
It's okay. Like I don't think they actually have much pressure. Ramsey's items progression is actually pretty nuts. Like he has a really good amount of farm. I'm even kind of wondering if it would have been better for him to just buy Satanic before MKB. Because at that point in the game, he had the Aegis to be able to push high ground, and maybe the Satanic would have like, pushed him over the edge in terms of being able to live and then take the fight. But I suppose we will never know in that case. And even if he has these items now, like just look at the lanes. Every single lane pretty much is starting to get shoved at least past the river. That means the Team Spirit always have to be, committing some kind of resource to making it go back in their favor. And that just like less potential for team fight because they always have to deal with that.
Ramses. He needs to be a bit careful there. There are people in the neighborhood. And he actually just sticks around to farm. He doesn't give a damn about Solo and Solo. Glitter Capes, TP's out. The master of escape. Solo.
He should give a damn about Solo. That guy just wrecked them bottom lane. Like that Death Ward did like 4,000 damage almost. That is completely insane. And it's not even as to say like Team Spirit don't have a tanky team. I mean, God, they have DK, they have Gyro with Satanic, BKB, Centaur. Like these heroes are actually very hard to kill. That Death Ward like single-handedly carried that fight.
Oh, it really did. Yeah.
I think Team Spirit could have very easily just ended the game there had that not happened, but... Damn, what a fight. Alright, so... Team Spirit probably looking, I guess, to wait for another Roche. It doesn't really seem like Vega have cared too much about contesting them, so why not go for a third one, right? This one will probably just be, let's see, who gets the cheese? I guess they give it to DK? Or the Centaur, maybe. And the DK's opted to go for Daedalus, so he's got a damage item now, which I think is good. I don't think that DK needs to be any more tanky at this point. I think they just need to have the damage to kill in the fight. Because they kind of lack Disable, so when you have like a very small amount of stun, you want to make sure that you can deal the most amount of damage in that time to ensure you can kill like the mobile heroes like Ember Spirit or, you know, Tusk, for example.
Yeah, and as you said, with these items, if they do get the catch, they can totally destroy the heroes of Vega. But it's Vega, they've just been dancing around the side of Spirit in these fights and prove to be very hard to catch out. Lincoln Sphere is going to be the next item here, being finished off by the Ember Spirit. So again, now even more difficult for them to control Pasha. And he's going to be able to get off these Sleight of Fists and really force Team Spirit to be very careful about how they position themselves when they do eventually go for the pushes again, which we might not see them do for a while here, because Spirit, they might, I mean, at this point, do they kind of have to hang back and just look to progress into the later game at a better pace than the side of Vega? Or do they still need to just force the fights?
I don't think they'll ever progress better than Vega at this point. Like, even if they farm the same amount of gold per minute and the same amount of experience per minute, again, it just boils down to them never really being able to find the perfect fight anymore. They had two really good opportunities where they had insane item timings, along with Roshan, to break high ground, and they failed both pushes. Yeah. So, with that in mind, I feel like if they can't do it a third time, they're never going to do it.
Have you seen how much money Nature's Prophet's got?
Yeah, he's like just saving up. You know, he's gonna make a trust fund or something. He's got kids.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I think he's just gonna go straight Hex, or maybe he buys Refresher. I'm not sure.
I think he goes Refresher, doesn't he? Oh, I don't know. I mean, why would he have a Void Stone and 7k? Yeah, if you're going Refresher. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I kind of think it's Hex. But yeah, we'll see.
I think you're bang on. There we go. Straight up Hex finish. Bam. Very nice.
Refresher would be cool though, because then you could just see like the Zeus ulti, Refresher, like Nature's Prophet, 2 ultis.
I mean, I guess, yeah, you get that now because the double Hex as well. The fact that you've got the Hex already. You
Either that or he just buys a BKB, one or the other. I know he likes BKB and Prophet as like a 4th or 5th item. Because then it's at that point where your right click actually does some damage. And you can teleport into the middle of a fight with 2500 HP on a Nature's Prophet and just be like, yeah, whatever, just punching people. It's not a big deal. But I still think that Team Spirit have like 1 or 2 more shots to win the game. And if those fail, then it's going to be real bad.
I'll take that.
There we are. It's 0
I mean,
difference
look at their
in
lanes,
XP.
man.
2.5k, yeah.
They're just trees everywhere. It's like playing whack-a-mole, but with trees. You just gotta kill the damn things, and you can't.
It's not fun to play against. I'm sure Mag's loving this.
Yeah.
He's having a great time on Nature's.
I mean, look at bottom. This is one ulti of trees. Like, what the hell, man? And it only gets worse the longer the game goes because the amount of creeps that spawn become more and more.
Oh, look at this micro as well. Send some down here, send some up here, send some in here.
That's like one control group at best. He's
got one to the pit, one down here to chill, one here to go and give the DK some
fun.
One's
attacking a wild wing. Come on.
Yeah, look, he's sending them everywhere. Gotta give him credit.
Alright, he moved quite a few of them. Yeah, that time he did. But when I first saw them moving, they were all moving in the same direction. What is the cooldown on this? 45 seconds with freaking Octarine. My god. Pretty much every 1.5 creep waves he can use that. Oh, Roshan's up. So this is
Team Spirit doing what they do best here. I think they've got every Roche this game, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. And Vega have not cared at all. They're just like, yeah, whatever. Take Roshan, we don't care.
Oh dear. 4k on the Ember Spirit. I mean, he's pretty much slotted up. He's still got charges on his drums. Where does he go next in terms of build? He's level 25 here as well, Pasha.
He could probably go for another crit. He could go for Rapier if he feels like super safe. Oh, bottom lane, they're actually gonna lose solo.
This time, he doesn't escape.
He's got buyback though, so it's alright. It's alright. It's a little bit... No, I think it's still okay, because Vega... There's 50 seconds left on solo to respawn. Mag has another ulti, he can throw it out whenever. Just make sure the waves are continually pushed. At best, Team Spirit get bottom with a tier 3 already dead and they try to push that lane. That's probably their best shot at dealing some real damage to the base. But, I don't know. I'm kinda... I think they're waiting on the Vlads? Yeah, I think Goblak has it now, right?
The Vlads is...
Yeah, it's on the career.
It's all done.
Yeah. So that's gonna help quite a bit against the Ember Spirit damage. And he bought a Demon Edge, so I'm not sure if that's Daedalus, MKB, or Rapier. I think if he was buying a Rapier, though, he would have bought a Relic instead. Because I think he had enough for the Relic and buyback.
I think that surely this game has been the highest quantity of creeps hit. They've really had it in for them this game. It's been it's an absolute farm fest, because everyone is looking pretty damn stacked on both sides. Yeah. The creeps have really paid for it this game.
It's pretty hilarious, actually. Like, the difference between the 4 and 5 positions in terms of CS. It's like 135 CS, 35 CS. And then 177, 39. Alright. This is the kind of game where, as a position 5 player, you just have to shed a tear and just know that you're never going to get items no matter how long the game goes, unless you live through a team fight. And poor Shioma has been throwing his body in snowballs to save people, so he never gets to live.
I mean, at the pace this game's going, there's every chance that these position 5s will be able to get themselves a second item.
Yeah. I mean, you look at the inventory and you're just like, it's 45 minutes in and he's got a mech. But he's done his job, that's the thing. It's not to say that he's playing bad or anything, it's just kind of like, I've been in those games, you know, I feel for him right now. But I think the one difference that this game has between a pub, you know, obviously the caliber of game, but the fact that his team probably appreciates him.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be Clash of the Titans when the fight does kick off. Just how big all these heroes are going to be, all the cores are.
Everyone just has a million items. I think the Centaur
and so much money as well. I mean, you've got Jara just sitting on 6k, Nature's Prophet just sitting on 7k. I mean, current gold, you can see. The current gold is like a standard, you know, NA Games net worth of 46 minutes. It's impressive.
Yeah, it's pretty insane actually. It's not often you see a game that lasts this long where everyone is just farming.
I don't know, 13 to 7. It's not been a lot of kills, but it's still been a lot of fun this game. I feel just seeing what kind of route everyone's been taken with their heroes.
It's a lot of maneuvering.
Yeah,
that's kind of the biggest thing is. You want to make sure, as Vega, that you never give Team Spirit the opportunity to do what they did bottom, like a second or third time. Like that's the scariest point in the game for you. Especially that second push, because they didn't have any buybacks. It's like, oh god, if any of us die, we are in serious trouble.
Oh, Pasha. Pasha. He's fine.
He doesn't care at all.
Sure
he's like,
fine,
yeah, whatever.
Yeah. And off we go. Goodbye.
Nice missile forehead. I mean, if that was old missile, they might have actually been able to kill him, because before it used to get rid of the Lincolns as soon as you cast it, but now it doesn't get rid of it.
There's the missile. Here it comes. Incoming.
Oh, he did get a rapier. Okay.
Shields activated. Oh, he got rapier. What? Okay.
Yeah, he got it.
Oh, right,
I was kind of surprised too. I thought he would just buy a relic first.
I mean, that is. Did he need to do that? Did he need to do that, Draskell?
I mean, he doesn't. How does he die this game, you know?
That is true. I mean, he is proving that he's not dying at all. Anyway, he's died once earlier on, but I think ever since he's got the level 6, he hasn't.
I mean, I don't think he can die, actually, unless he makes like a really big mistake.
This has got to be the most kind of casual rapier pickup. It's, you know, normally when rapiers come out, it's like, oh, they need it. This is the real big turning point. But it's like, okay, everyone's got a lot of money. Why not get a rapier? Pretty good on the hero.
Oh god, they're sending. Oh god, they're gonna get caught. They sent the freaking gyro back. Does he have bots? Oh, he does. He has bots. He has bots.
Oh, that.
Oh my god.
Here we go. Goodbye, Chen. Oh no, maybe not. They want to go for the big kills. They want to try and get the Centaur. Deathball gets laid down. And that is going to be the first kill here. Look like Pasha. Oh, are you ready for this slide fist? Oh, yes, that's going to be tasty. But now, he needs to be careful. Blinks out. Remnant's away, and he's actually lost 3 members of the team. Ramses with the triple kill off the back of that fight. Buyback here from Witch Doctor. So Ramses getting himself back in there in time with DK and getting a whole lot from it. He's got 10k gold.
Yeah.
What is going on this game?
Sometimes you just save him
hit
for
Dota
a rainy
2?
day. Actually, why doesn't he have a moon shard? That's actually a good question. Why the hell doesn't he have one?
I blame Donald Trump for this.
I can't stump the Trump, dude. Let's go. 2016.
No.
Oh, alright. That has to not be great.
Pash.
He can't buy back either.
Oh, his Ember Spirit players been really entertaining. He's really... They've all been just going absolutely ham, but knowing when to pull back. This game, again, we're in for another day of quality games. We have had some quality stuff here in the qualifiers.
Yeah, this game has been pretty fun actually to watch.
Scardy Gyro, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, what did he buy? Did he buy
Scardy?
Okay.
Scardy, yeah.
Yeah. So how much money does he have surplus? So, okay, in 900 gold he can buy a Moonshard, and then he is almost completely done in terms of farm.
He's preparing himself to pick up the rapier. I think Ramses, he's got that rapier on his mind.
I guess he drops SNY, right? Picks up rapier. It's probably the best item to get rid of.
Yeah, drops SNY, kills the Ember Spirit, takes the rapier.
It's kind of getting to that stage where, as long as one big team fight happens, whoever it favors just wins the game. Like, when you get to this stage, it's just like 1 or 2 mistakes, boom, game over.
Oh.
And Pasha is like 0 fucks given with a rapier behind enemy lines, just going ham.
Yeah, it's a little bit disgusting that this Ember's being allowed to get away with this.
Yeah.
And he knows he can. I mean, as we were saying, that's why he picked up the rapier.
Well, the Lincolns is what makes it so difficult for Team Spirit, because they only have really one way to initiate, and that's the Dragon Knight. Like, sure, a Blink Stomp might hit him, but the Stomp cast time is pretty slow. So if Pasha's on his A game, which it seems like he has been, he'll probably just Remnant away, or at least Slight Chain before you can get it off. And then he just gets out anyway, so... It's really annoying for them to catch him, and another really good reason why they can pick it, not just because it was good in the early game, which seems like a very long time ago, but because of this reason, it's just so hard to kill him.
I mean, this Gyro Abyssal is going to be potentially an answer to this. You know, he's got the Abyssal done.
Yeah, but how does he get in to use it? That's my question.
Has anyone got a 4-staff? I don't think they have, do they?
I guess, when the Sleight of Fist comes out, if there's enough stuff in the way, when you Sleight of Fist, you can actually walk to where the Remnant is and try to Abyssal him and hope that the DK's there too. I guess, I don't know. That'd be some next level shit though, for sure. My god, the return of the trees. That's what, 7 trees from 1 creep wave? Mag's just living the dream right now. He's got Refresher too. Disgusting, actually.
This game. Honestly, there's so much gold in this game. I can't.
There really is. Alright, the next step is actually just ask Bulldog what you buy after this point. What is your item?
I mean, the pace this game's going, the 5-minute delay is not going to be much of an issue. It's because I don't know if anything's going to happen in 5 minutes.
It's like, what is he buying?
We'll see if we get an answer in time. Yeah, Bulldog.
He's got 1 more slot.
When you hear this, tell us in chat. Tell us.
Dear God, that is.
I mean, I guess you get the moon
Pharaoh.
shards. You get the moon shards.
Well, he's got 1 more inventory slot, right? Like he can buy bots and then he can buy another item.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah, I don't think you buy a moon shard either with this build, at least not right now.
Do you risk a rapier? I mean, you've only died once this game.
No, he doesn't buy a rapier with these items. He has no attack speed. He has no scaling damage. It's just all like.
Who needs attack speed when you're one-shotting the racks? You know.
He can't one-shot the racks. He can't even get to the racks right now. It's too spooky.
Okay, Roshan's back up in 30 seconds. Maybe that's going to be the next time we see a team really go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think that Vega will be content to just let them get the 18th Roshan because it doesn't really matter.
Oh,
okay,
a second rapier.
Number 2.
Yeah.
All right.
Is that the
All right,
backup? Oh.
It might be the backup.
I was going to say, is that the backup rapier? Oh no, he messed up! He messed up!
Oh, no, it's fine.
Well, I don't know. He remnanted out, remnanted back in, but yeah, as you said, he is still okay.
A healing hand.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I don't think there's any items here that you trade out for a second rapier. I think you do just keep that one as an emergency rapier.
Maybe.
We'll
Yeah,
have a
he can't
look now.
really. He can't get rid of his Lincolns. He can't get rid of Blink. He can't really get rid of Crit either. I guess Battle Fury is like the only thing he could potentially part with, and even that is pretty bad. Like,
Is he going to take it? Yeah, I think this is going to be a
he's gonna
backup.
fly. Did he just refresh Hex? Alright, he did.
Yes, he did get the ult for again, and Mag just casually TPs out. So they get the kill, they get him out. Alright, so that is one hero down. Maybe this is the opportunity to go in, and he is indeed leaving that rapier on the courier, so it is going to be the backup.
Is under attack. Roshan has fallen to the ground.
Here's the
Alright.
push.
Aegis Centaur. Let's go,
Yeah,
boys.
and look at the rack smelt. This could be the fight here. Team Spirit of the fortification. And
Yo, you
and
still
the
got Lincolns. Man up, Pasha. Let's go. Nah, I think it's actually... Why doesn't the Zeus have a refresher yet? He's got that Ghost Scepter. What is that business? Get out of here. Let's go full damage. I mean, that's the highest damage item he can buy right now, is refresher, right?
But,
For Zeus.
yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
But he doesn't have Ag in him, so I guess it's like not super good. And he doesn't have a Hex either. It really sucks playing Zeus in like these super late games because you don't really want to part with items like Blink or Force Staff. Because positioning on that hero is so important that you don't really want to get rid of it. And then it's like, I kind of want a refresher, and I kind of want Hex, and I kind of want Aghanim, so you can't really buy any of them.
It's refreshers, as you said.
Yeah.
Just picked straight up.
Oh, he got rid of the Force over the Ghost. Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, I guess at this point he's not. There just had not been in the fights for him to move around and avoid, being jumped on it. And if anything, he's always going to be on the back. I guess as Team Spirit, you're much more worried about taking down this Ember Spirit. I mean, they're just going to focus everything on Pasha when the fights do go. And okay, upgraded bots, in comes backup. Gyro is here.
Alright. They got him.
That's 80 seconds without a Witch Doctor, and he doesn't actually have the gold here for buyback. But,
Oh, he bought a Ghost Scepter, I guess.
yeah.
It's alright, Pasha's in top lane with Rapier, no big deal. He has a Remnant at base. Who else actually has buyback? So Ember, Zeus, Fury... Okay, everyone but Solo had buyback. Actually.
I mean, Ember is going to go for the rat here. He knows that there's no fortification. So Team Spirit might want to do something, because this is... Okay, no, he's not going to stick around. He actually comes straight back.
Their base dies very fast, and Mag actually TP top as well. And he has his port up if he needs it. They can just spam Ramses down, I think. And there's backdoor protection as well. So this is actually pretty annoying right now. They had to send one back? Yeah, but
Yeah, it's just Afterlife defending.
everyone has bots, so it doesn't really matter.
I guess that's the great thing about the center at this point, with the heart and the return. You can defend against the wave of creeps very easily.
Yeah.
You can just soak them up, and it's not going to be any issue at all. And Pasha. Oh. He's just playing with him.
He's got Lincolns, literally invincible.
Yeah, just tickling with Iceberg.
It's kind of funny how little damage the Ember does to the DK, but the Zeus does like so much every time he touches him.
Oh,
Just because of static field and whatnot.
the dinosaurs are being put back in their pen.
It's actually kind of good for Team Spirit though, because if you look at the map, they have a hero in every single lane at least, and then they're still pressuring so much just by standing here that Vega don't feel comfortable leaving their base. This is a really good contain from Team Spirit. This is like possibly one of the best positions they could be in, because for once their lanes aren't pushing, they're in a spot where they can actually go in themselves, and they can abuse Chen by sending back and still having the bots off cooldown to come fight. Even though that poor Thunder Lizard just got wrecked. But they should always also have creeps to TP to, because the Granite Golems are so tanky. So Team Spirit are playing this very well right now.
And here we go, they might try and go for it again. This time they've got the creeps, no backdoor protection here for the side of Vega. They start to chip away at the racks. Mag moving forward, but look at this step forward. Look at this step forward, look at it go. Forces back the side of Team Spirit. They will be able to get themselves out. So again, Vega do just hold them off, push them back, but no one really getting the kills at this point of the game. It's very much just a you push, I push, you pull, I pull as they go in and out here on this bottom lane. It looks like, now, is that going to be it? They're going to stick around with the Centaur. No, they're sticking around. They want to go again.
There's bots too on Gyro. Alright. He still doesn't have Moon Shard. He has money for it. I feel like it's just wasteful to not buy it.
That was a great...
Yeah. Like when he crits, he does a lot of damage. Oh, he actually has a second rapier on him now, that's why. He actually doesn't have the blink. He's gonna save it, I guess, for ratting, and then just keep the double rapier when they're defending base. It's good.
Yeah, I was gonna say for the defense, yeah, makes sense to just hold them both. Obviously, still a little bit risky if he gets caught out. It's very much the end, but I guess if he gets caught out, nonetheless, it's gonna be a very tricky position for Vega to be in. So he might as well hold it here for these slides.
Yeah, the Aegis just faded too, so I think they just want to bail. Yeah, they're out of here. All right. Back to farming, boys. Let's get some more gold. They're investing for their children's future, Owen. It's really what's important, the kids.
I mean, yet the farm is just off the charts. And it's still so close. The ridiculous thing is that even though they've got such high values on both teams, we're still just looking at a difference of less than 2.5k. That's all the difference is. XP is a different story. Team Spirit, I mean, we see it, sorry, just there, the fact that they had a few down, you said others in the lanes. The XP difference is favouring the side of Team Spirit, and actually having a look at the hero levels, as you can see, what have we got?
That is a level 14 Tusk.
Yeah.
At an hour in. Jesus. That feels bad. That feels real bad.
Yeah, 2 level 25s on the side of Team Spirit and level 23 Centaur, so in terms of XP, Vega have a little bit more to do in terms of catching up, but it's just the fact that, yeah, the net worth values are so even. Pasha casually dropping, actually swapped to Rapier for the other one there, something was wrong with that one.
Invisibility.
And he's off to buy another one. No, Moon Shards, okay. There's time for the Moon Shards here for the Ember. He has a good munch on those.
I mean, it's just like a stalemate, more or less. Neither team really wants to commit to the team fight, and Team Spirit even getting like, was that 4th or 5th Roshan? I don't even know. I don't remember when the first Roshan died.
I think this is going to be the most aggressive play we've seen in like the last 20 minutes. Vega leaving the base now with a 5-man smoke.
Yeah.
Ready to go, ready to try and catch someone out. Jara did just reveal himself in the mid lane. Ramses would be a very nice pick-off to have. We'll pop up the buyback status. Everyone does have buyback apart from the 2 supports here, so...
Well, Solo will have buyback, actually.
He's actually got it, yeah, right now. So just Bane, the only one without buyback, but that's not really too much of an issue.
Oh, the courier! Save the Drodo!
Okay, actually, forget the Drodo, look at the DK. Deathball gets put down, but he's actually taking no damage at all here with this armor with the BKB. Solo does manage to evade, they've got the snowball as well. Rolling through to save them, always want to fly. He's going to go down, but no, he's not going to get saved. 3 dead though, as Ramses just doing so much on this gyrocopter. Actually, a team wipe. Rapier. Where the hell did it go? It went to the gyro. It went to the gyro.
Yeah.
He drops his bots. He picks up the Rapier.
He did
it was
so
just the one.
much damage.
So there is still that. That's the backup Rapier for Ember.
The damage split was pretty much all Gyro. Like flat cannon call down just annihilated them.
Right, this is maybe go time. 3 buybacks expended. They've got 1 Rapier into the hands of the gyrocopter. Pasha does still have 1, ready and waiting for the next fight. But Gyro, I mean, we saw how much Gyro did there, as you said, without a Rapier. If he does that again with a Rapier, I think Team Spirit might have... They're on the verge of doing it, Andy, it feels like.
I think they will actually probably end up Raxing here. Okay, everyone's flying back. There's no death ward up for another like 10 seconds, so... Kinda gotta wait it out a bit. Oh, that Sleight of Fist. Big damage. Yeah, this is a really awkward position now for Vega, because they're at that point where if they lose one team fight, they are completely screwed because of how much damage that team's... Like, their entire base will die or they'll just get thrown. Like, if this fight goes badly for them, it's pretty much GG. So now, the question is, can Vega pull another miracle defense with no buybacks? Solo is like buried in the trees right now, just ready to go. He's like, I will throw my death ward out and just close my eyes and hope for the best.
We got Pasha desperately looking for the rat here. It looks like he's going to try for the melee racks, but they do have a fortification on the guy. He is going to be needed back here for this defense, almost certainly.
They even got the freaking double dragon fire down. How do you deal with that, honestly?
That's interesting
Keeping a
that they're
Lotus
holding
Orb on
off.
Chen too.
Actually,
Man,
Roshan's up here, so it's Team Spirit, they'll look for that, and then they'll maybe try and go again whilst the buybacks are still on cooldown.
Who even takes the Aegis at this point? Like, if you click on the supports right now, Team Spirit, they're just like random items from like
What?
other heroes on their team. Like
MKB?
just an MKB and the Bane's inventory. Like, I don't even know what's happening anymore.
I mean, I guess in the fights, what Ramses does is he'll drop down his bots, and he'll take the MKB back from the Bane once he pops the flat cannon. So Bane is ready to equip him.
Alright, the Centaur's got a freaking hex.
He's level 25 as well here.
I don't know. Alright, so who's taking it? Let's see. Maybe the... Oh, the Gyro does take it.
Oh,
I guess
what's he drop now?
What
The
did he drop?
BKB. He's given the BKB here to Ramses. So
Alright.
what's gonna so the Chen? So what will probably happen as the fight starts? He'll drop the bots, take the BKB, pop the active, drop the BKB, pick up the MKB, and he's good to go. So he's got his two kind of people behind him ready to arm him for the battle.
If he pulls that off, I'll be very
It's
impressed.
going to be pretty smooth.
Yeah. I know Envy did something like that, right? At one point, I can't remember what
Oh,
game it
Envy's
was.
done everything.
Yeah, but he like specifically had something with a courier and like died and like picked up some item and like kept fighting, and it was awesome to watch. But I can't exactly remember what it was. I don't know. Either way.
Oh wait, what's happened to the BKB? Are they put on the courier? Oh, they put on the courier. Okay, yeah. They're going to micro on the courier. The courier is going to hang around here on the sidelines. Cheese is there as well. There's the MKBs. They're putting them both on the courier. They say, Ramses, you can do it yourself.
It's fine.
We're not drag and dropping.
Ramses knows no fear. Just go punch the building. I'm pretty sure he kills the range racks in like 2 hits right now with his damage.
No, he probably doesn't need to worry about equipping these items anyway. But it'll be flashy. It'll be pretty.
Yeah. I guess we're now at like that ultra late game stage where that one team fight just crippled Vega so bad because their lack of buyback.
Oh, yeah. I mean, look at the net worth after that rapier swing.
Yeah, it's not
Instant
great.
30k. Down.
Yeah. I mean, he did have a backup, so...
He does, and he's still got it. He's still got it, Pasha.
He's still got buyback as well. Oh, they're going in top. He actually missed a slight there. Oh, no, wait, no, he didn't. No, he didn't. Okay, there we go. I guess he went for a searing chains. Looked like he tried to slay. Oh, the satanic heal.
Ramses.
Okay. That's a
He's
lot of
getting
damage.
bursted, yeah. Ooh, Maledict.
If the Zeus ults, he's dead.
Yeah, I think he's gone.
Yep. Age is down.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Is this the push, Owen? Is this the push to end all pushes right now?
Looks like they're going to try it. Slide a fist here from the man. Is he going to get caught out? No. Doesn't manage to get out. The death one. Oh, this cast! The cast gone to 2, but the BKB comes out. Ramses here. He's ready to fight, ready to go. They've taken down the Nasus Prophet. He's moving in for more, but the snowball dodges some of the damage, but it's not going to dodge the right click here at the Gyro as they come back out of it. Triple kill here for Ramses. 3 dead at the moment on the side of Vega. No buyback, and only no one and Pasha left alive. Pasha being nightmared up. Afterlife moves in, but the move stomp's done. The brain out there. The right clicks as well. 4 dead on the side of Vega, and Team Spirit have done it. They break this side of Vega Squadron 67 minutes in. And what an interesting game that was. It was very different. We only had 20 to 17 kills in a 67-minute game. It was an absolute farm fest. But at the end of the day, the Gyro just outcarried the Ember.
Yeah, it was all down to like the smoke ink that went awry, I think. When they went in, they pretty much got like their 2 highest damage dealers caught out right away. Like no one got stunned by a Dragon Tail, and then Ember also got caught at the same time. And there was not enough to save both of them. So they ran into like the 2 heroes that were actually hardest to kill on the side of Team Spirit, get team wiped, and after that, they can't really make an aggressive play after that point until buyback.